Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle, here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting and casino industries. In this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report, state and nationals, we've got June, July, and August numbers. We've got our deal segment with a Latin America deal. We've got a dealer school deal and a soccer deal.
Okay, a dealer school, huh?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Industry updates, we've got licenses, launches, and openings. No cease and desist this week.
Wow. Okay. I guess.
Oh no, there were some. I'm taking a break from them.
You know,
can't do them every week.
it's a grind doing the cease and desist.
And legislative roundup, we got two pieces of news coming out of the federal side of everything regarding the gambling industry.
Okay.
We'll be right back to start talking state and national after this.
Hey, Dave Weischadle from Turnpike Sports. I just got my dugout mug delivered, and I am loving it. Dugout mugs are mugs made out of baseball bats, and they are officially licensed by Major League Baseball, so you can get your favorite baseball team's logo on your mug. Just think of it, enjoying your favorite drink while watching your favorite baseball team with your team's logo on your mug made from a baseball bat. They can even make customized mugs. Check out the mug they made for Turnpike Sports. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. I've never seen anything like them. If you go to dugoutmugs.com, you'll find out they even make more things than mugs. They have baseball board games, grilling equipment made from baseball bats. They even have a section for gifts for under $30. Head on over to dugoutmugs.com because if you're a baseball fan or need a gift for a baseball fan, you have to check out Dugout Mugs. And use our promo code PIKE at checkout to get 20% off your purchase price. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. Also, free shipping with orders over $99. You can't beat that. DugoutMugs.com. That's my go-to place if I need a gift for a baseball fan. Well, if you excuse me now, the game is about to go on, and the wind is just right for drinking.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're in our state and national report section, and we're going to be starting off in the month of June with the state of Colorado.
Okay. Oh, hopefully there'll be a bit of a table tennis report, because every time I hear Colorado, I think table tennis.
You are in luck because not only do they do the June numbers, they also reported their fiscal year numbers. So we have two table tennis reports.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You are doubly blessed.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
And now with the state of Colorado's June report, we've got record handle and record tax revenue for the fiscal year of 2024-2025. We've got $6.3 billion in fiscal year-to-date handle. That's a new record. Fiscal year-to-date tax revenue was $36.8 million. So good showing there.
It's a great market.
Yes. And we've got in terms of the June numbers, we've got table tennis, climbing the ladder. In terms of the June.
Usually it's like the 6th or 5th most bet on sport of a month. So that's what's so interesting about Colorado.
In June. Table tennis has climbed up to the 3rd most bet on sport.
Wow.
That's happened before, but never with $30 million in handle attached to that. It was at $32 million a couple months back and was still like 4th or 5th.
Is it Colorado just reports it more often, or is it really into its table tennis? I'm just curious, is table tennis doing as well in other states, or is it just Colorado just reporting it more?
It's a very interesting question. I have no answer for you on that.
If someone's from Colorado or if someone's from other states, tell me what the table tennis thing is. Not that I'm a big table tennis fan. I'm just curious why this is so popular, seemingly so popular in Colorado more than any other state.
Well, there was nearly $280 million wagered on it for the fiscal year.
Man,
and it was the 7th most bet on sport. So table tennis, it is a popular sport in Colorado.
I don't even know if it has a season. I mean,
obviously not. It's continual.
I don't know. It's just, is there a big table tennis teams that play certain time of the year, or I don't know this table. I should be looking at it because I asked the questions enough, but I don't follow through and actually look for it.
Most states throw table tennis in the other category.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but there are other states, I believe, Oregon.
Oregon is big in table tennis.
Colorado, and I think Vermont too has reported, or New Hampshire.
I should say Colorado, Oregon, and Vermont are big in reporting table tennis.
Yes.
Whether
they carve it out.
Whether they're big in actual table tennis, I don't know.
I don't know. $280 million in a fiscal year tells me
that's pretty good.
That's pretty big for a niche sport. if you can call it that anymore, with
Third
$280 million.
Third most bet on sport in the month.
Well, that's for the month, for the fiscal year 7th. So
that's a little more than a niche sport.
Moving over to the state of North Carolina, we've got their July sports betting report. With July's report, North Carolina has passed $9 billion in all-time handle and $170 million in all-time tax revenue. Mm-hmm. However, in July, they did have a record low revenue.
Oh, interesting.
In terms of sports betting.
July, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the state reported its lowest tax revenue in 2025 this year. Mm-hmm. But the state did pass $60 million in tax revenue year to date. So good and bad on both sides.
Well, look, this is July and August are a tough time for sports betting. Yes. I mean, it's not really a tough time, but it's lower than the other months.
Excuse me, I misspoke. It's lowest tax revenue in July of 2025.
Okay.
For all of the year.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
well, like I said, it's low for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the downtime of the year, July and August. I mean, with hey, we're talking about North Carolina football season starting.
Yes.
So they love their college football down in the Tar Heel state. So
moving over to the District of Columbia for their July report. They just recently switched over from Intralot to some of the other multi-operator platforms. Mm-hmm. They've generated $19.4 million in tax revenue in the first 12 months since going from Intralot to the current system.
Okay.
So it's a good showing there. And also the 7th straight month with at least $5 million in revenue.
Okay, I got to ask. I don't know if it's still in existence.
It's still in existence.
The Gentleman's Club thing?
The
Cloakroom. That's
it's called
right.
Cloakbook.
How is that set up? I mean, there's a gentleman's club, and then there's another area of the building, or is it incorporated? Are there kiosks right by the stage?
There's the over-under bar. There's the over-under bar.
Okay, I like the whole gambling theme.
Yes.
Okay.
As part of Cloakroom.
All right.
But it's a separate room. It's the bar over-under bar or under-over bar, however they call it.
Over-under.
And they have kiosks in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously very
If
popular.
someone has been there and you've taken pictures, which probably can't do, but I'm just curious what it looks like.
And last but not least, like we always do, we have New York, and we've got a double report from New York. We've got
report.
We've got their July sports betting report.
Okay. For the month.
For the month.
Usually for New York, it's just a week.
They have passed $72 billion in all-time mobile handle.
Wow. Okay.
Fiscal year-to-date handle for the mobile industry, $7.4 billion. DraftKings has now reported $500 million in handle in each month over the last year.
Nice.
12 straight months.
All right.
FanDuel reported its first handle under $500 million since July of 2024. So they are still there. It looks like FanDuel and DraftKings, I almost said Fanatics. FanDuel and DraftKings have kind of swapped places in terms of handle.
Yeah.
But their revenue is still FanDuel first.
Yeah. Look, both are doing extremely well.
FanDuel's got the better hold, basically, against their bettors.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look, I remember a couple years ago when everyone was talking about a 51% tax rate, and no one's going to join, or no one's going to do it, or no one's going to do business in New York. And look at DraftKings and FanDuel. I mean, certainly if there wasn't a 51% tax rate, they'd be doing much better revenue-wise, but, they're doing great.
And last part of the report, we have week ending August 3rd, our first August report. Mm-hmm. 7th consecutive week of under $400 million in weekly handle.
Like I said before, it's slow time.
Yep. 5th consecutive week under $40 million in gross gaming revenue.
It's a slow time, and also the Mets and the Yankees are really terrible right now. So I don't know if there's a lot of motivation throwing money down on them or what.
Fanatics suffered the third largest loss of a mobile operator in the state's history with their weekly numbers in the first week of June.
Huh.
Yeah.
First week of what?
First week of August.
First week of August? Okay.
I'm not used to saying August with these reports.
Yeah.
And I mentioned for the fiscal year to date, the handle was $7.45 billion after the month of July. After the first week of August, it's $7.95 billion.
Wow.
Fiscal year to date handle.
Great numbers.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's saying how disappointing these last couple of weeks have been in New York, but that's relatively speaking. They're great everywhere else.
Yes.
If you're comparing
$420 million in fiscal year to date tax revenue. So we're disappointed in
Yes.
Do better next time.
Could be doing better.
Yes. So. That's it for state and national. We're going to start talking deals right now. couple of deals to talk about this week, and we're going to be going international for a couple of these.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we have IGT announcing a multi-year sports betting technology and services agreement, and I apologize for butchering this name. The agreement is with Hippodroma de Agua Caliente and Distribuidora Internacional.
Okay.
Basically, it's
hot
a sports book.
Is that hot water?
Yeah,
that's hot water. Hey, isn't there an Agua Caliente casino somewhere in California or something like that?
It was an online casino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they always had
It's an online casino in Mexico. They did a deal with the Niners.
Oh, see, I always thought there was something that was in They always did deals with the esport people and stuff.
Well, Agua Caliente has a deal with the Niners for their Mexican fans.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Under the deal with these two entities, IGT will be powering, or IGT Play Sports will be powering 42 Caliente sportsbooks in Mexico, also providing services from their trading team. And then what Caliente is planning to do with IGT Play Sports is expand it from Mexico into Latin America with Antigua, Argentina, a whole bunch of other countries.
Okay.
As they expand, it allows IGT to go into Latin America on a more permanent basis.
Sure, absolutely.
Moving over to the state of Virginia, we're back in the U.S. here. We've got Live Casino and Hotel Virginia, which is currently in the temporary casino construction stage. They just started preparing to do that. We have more on that in a little bit. They have done a deal with Richard Bland College for a dealer institute.
Nice.
Classes begin in September. The introductory course is free for the first 100 participants, but you must purchase your own blackjack kit. It's a course on dealing blackjack.
How much is a blackjack kit?
According to the release, $129.
That's not bad. We get all the cards and the chips.
No word on how much the tuition is if you're not one of the first 100 for the free course. So.
Now I gotta check this out. How much do they have? Certain places where you can buy your blackjack
I'm
kit,
sure you just buy it through the school.
Is it an official? That's pretty cool. I like that. See, if I called my old college, hey, do you have a blackjack kit? They won't have it.
No.
So.
Students must be at least 21 years old, have a high school diploma or GED, pass a drug test, be able to obtain a gaming license in the state, the Commonwealth, and also a background check you got to go through.
Yeah, no, we have a gaming license, and it's one of those things where they do a background check, and then they say, yeah, come on in. We had to get, certain states, you had to get fingerprinted.
Yep.
And then you get your mugshot.
That's basically what you have in there.
Pretty much it. So get ready to do that if you want to do something like this.
And graduation from the 12-week course does not guarantee you a spot at Live Virginia, but you will be able to go to any of the casinos with the certificate for work.
See, that's great. I love that.
No guarantee you'll get the work, but you will be able to apply.
I wonder what that process is like. Like a dealer, I mean, do the people, the executives come down and do you perform for them?
I don't think perform is the right word.
It is. I mean,
you demonstrate your skill.
Dealers have to be entertaining.
Demonstrate your skill.
Demonstrate your skill and perform. Come on, stop. You got to be. It's part of the.
It's part of the entertainment.
Part of the shtick.
Yes.
But it's one of those things. Do executives sit around a table and say, "Okay, show me what you got"? Is that basically the interview kind of thing, or? I've never been a part of that. I've never seen how dealers are hired, but I'm curious.
Moving over to our last deal of the week, we're going overseas to the Premier League. We have Bally's Corporation announcing a partnership with Premier League football club Nottingham Forest.
I love that. That's the. Yes, I love the name of that. So.
Yeah, I kept thinking Sherwood Forest when I saw this, but it's Nottingham Forest.
I love anytime you have a forest in the name of Nottingham Forest. It sounds so English.
Yes. Bally's will be the club's front of shirt sponsor for the 25-26 Premier League campaign. They don't call it a season. Also, you'll see the logo not just on the first team men's shirts. You'll also see it at City Ground, which is Forest home stadium.
Nice. Okay.
So you'll be seeing Bally's branding pretty much everywhere in West Bridgeford, Nottinghamshire.
Now,
Nottinghamshire.
By the way, I was watching History Channel. They still do have a sheriff of Nottingham. So it's an official role. So it's that's what's pretty cool about it.
Not like the Men in Tights sheriff of Nottingham, but
it's the same thing, kind of Robin Hood kind of thing.
Well, it's not
it's sheriff of Nottingham. So.
All right, that's it for the deals, and we'll be right back to start talking industry updates right after this. Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here in the industry update segment, and we're going over to the state of Missouri, which is inching closer and closer to the launch of their sports betting industry.
So what's the official starting date?
It's still December 1st.
December. I still think.
It may move forward,
and I don't even know if Thanksgiving is early or late this year, but I think, at least for a soft opening, I think people might be placing bets in Missouri Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, quick updates here. We have Fanatics applying for both an online and retail sports wagering license. They're the fifth operator to formally send the regulatory agency a request for licensing. Mm-hmm. They haven't named a potential partner, which they need to do, but maybe there is a way they get one of the untethered licenses instead of worrying about having a partner.
Okay.
The other news coming out of Missouri was Penn Entertainment putting up a hiring notice for their two retail sports books at the Missouri properties they have. Let me get this. They're hiring sportsbook managers at Hollywood Casino St. Louis and River City Casino.
Now, Penn Entertainment is ESPN Bet.
That's a precursor to what everyone is thinking.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And also Penn Entertainment, through a report from Covers, Ryan Butler over at Covers, one of the best in the business, Argosy Riverside property in Kansas City will also have a sports book.
Nice. Okay.
So we'll see exactly where Penn Entertainment and ESPN Bet fit into all this.
Okay.
Moving over to the state of Illinois, we are not talking transaction fees, surcharges, or anything today. We have the Illinois Gaming Board approving the organizational gaming license for the Racino Fairmont Park, which has just recently been restructured and reorganized, and they are moving forward with the launch, so they now have their organizational gaming license.
Okay.
And they're moving forward, and that they will be the seventh newly authorized casino, racino, however you want to phrase it, since November 2021 in Illinois. They'll be the state's 17th casino when they launch.
Wow. Okay.
So they're growing and growing and growing.
Okay.
Also, we have several licenses. I'm going to have to read these off to you from my notes. IGT, Illinois Gaming Board. Boy, IGB.
IGB.
They have approved video gaming licenses for one terminal operator, 96 video gaming location applicants, 42 terminal handlers, one technician, 3 video gaming establishment recessions, denied 2 video gaming location applicants and 1 terminal operator applicant, and renewed 1 master sports wagering license for the Harrah's Joliet Casino and Hotel.
Wow. Busy week for IGB, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Not IGT. IGB.
IGB.
And as to follow up on the story we just talked about in the deal section, Live Casino Virginia. They are beginning construction on the temporary gaming space that Cordish Company says will commence before the end of the year. They should be launched pretty quickly after that, probably by the end of the year as well. They'll be open. The interim casino will have 900 slots, 33 tables, and be 75,000 square foot in terms of overall space.
Those are good properties. The Live properties.
Yes.
We have one in Philadelphia. There's one in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Did I hear they're trying to do something in New England and New Hampshire or something like that?
They've got a project
which
in New
it's always kind of a challenge because it's the charity thing, and you have to have a charity attached to it and stuff like that. So, but it's a great property, and they're doing amazing things in Virginia.
And when the permanent facility is completed, they'll have a 200-room hotel, casino floor offering 1,600 slot machines, 60 table games, a sports book, 8 restaurants, a pool complex, fitness center, convention space, and a 4,000-seat theater.
Wow.
So they are going to go all out for the Live Casino and Hotel Virginia.
Yeah, they're getting something special in Virginia.
Yes.
So good for them.
Moving over to the state of Maryland, we have a very interesting situation going on here. The Maryland Lottery and Gaming Control Commission has decided to reject an offer it received and previously accepted from Intralot for their lottery terminals and everything.
So they accepted it already, but now
according to the there's some confusion as to whether they officially accepted it.
There may not be an acceptance prior.
Well, that's what they're going to go to court on because Intralot is considering legal options because the contract was supposed to last 10 years.
All right.
And it was worth about $260 million to Intralot for them to create not only the terminals, but also to develop the software that would run for the Maryland Lottery and Gaming Commission. So they are exploring options.
That's going to be an interesting case, especially if Intralot started work in reliance of that contract. Wait, I sound like a lawyer thinking in reliance.
Which is probably
is it detrimental reliance?
That's basically probably what they're going to start
So,
arguing
we'll
first.
see what happens. So, there's questions on both sides. So.
Yes. Moving over to Washington State, we have Alani Resort opening its new 11,000 square foot high limit slot room, 69 slot machines, standalone bar with bar top gaming, also a dedicated high limit gaming experience for their customers.
They love their high limit slot rooms now. The casino industry loves it. It just blew up for a couple years ago. Everyone wants a high limit slot. Everyone's taking away their poker rooms and putting in a high limit slot room.
And they will also be introducing a brand new stadium style electronic table section from Interblock. We've seen these before. It's a combination of live dealer and video gaming as well. They're set up like Shack Jack was in parks and all that, where you have the stadium with a dealer in the middle.
I like that. That is a space saver. That is maximum use of your gaming floor. So.
Moving out to California, we have Caesars Entertainment. They announced that Caesars and Dry Creek Rancheria, they have partnered together to turn River Rock Casino into Caesars Republic Sonoma County.
Okay.
So they are going to be creating a brand new integrated resort for Sonoma County, turning it over from Red Rock into Caesars Republic. That's a very interesting name.
Is that going to be another? You know how many apps from Caesars I have on my phone? I have Caesars Online. Then what is the other ones? I have Horseshoe.
This is a physical property.
Now, is it possible in years from now I'll have Caesars Republic? Is that going to be another
that's
brand
what they're
name?
just calling it.
What are they doing?
Well, you got to remember they call it the Republic of California. Caesars Republic
Caesars
kind
Republic
of fits into that motif.
Yeah. Okay.
So this will be a casino with 1,000 slot machines, 28 table games, new 100-room hotel, spa, pool, and fitness center.
Okay.
No sports book in this one.
Interesting. Well, it's California.
Yes.
So.
And, you never know with California. Last but not least, we have the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The Massachusetts Gaming Commission has agreed to schedule another meeting mid-September. That may change.
Okay.
To continue their discussions on limiting bettors in the state.
Okay.
That'll be interesting to see exactly where that one goes. They're not making any headway.
But, look, I mean,
it's really, one of those things where they want to look out for it's a consumer protection.
Sure,
issue
I understand their heart's in the right place, but I don't
know where their heads are. Though.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't know. We'll see.
That's it for the industry updates. We're going to finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting off our legislative roundup, the entire legislative roundup is a federal legislative roundup. We've got all 50 U.S. state attorneys general calling on the Department of Justice to take stronger enforcement action against illegal offshore gambling platforms. Now, we have a really detailed discussion about this in our upcoming 400th episode of Turnpike Sports, so please tune into that. But they have looked at what's going on, these attorneys general. I keep saying it the right way, attorneys general.
Attorneys general.
And they want
attorney generals.
Attorneys general.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how they pronounce.
This whole section is going to be how do you pluralize attorney generals?
The letter basically highlights what state officials describe as a growing crisis involving foreign-based gambling websites operating without licenses or oversight. They have cited the previous actions by the Department of Justice in the Black Friday poker situation. Sure. So they're looking at, court-ordered website and payment blocking, asset seizures, collaboration with payment processors to dismantle financial infrastructure supporting the illicit market. That's phrasing right out of the letter.
Well, look, I mean, certainly it's a big issue, and we always tell people don't go with unlicensed, unauthorized offshore accounts because, it's not safe. You can get your money out there, you never get your money back. But look, the latest legislation at not only the state level but the federal level is sort of pushing people over to offshore, which is terrible because, look, Illinois, we've done to death what's happening in Illinois, how much you have to pay per bet and things like that. But, now this big, beautiful bill, the tax structure, I mean, it's affecting gamblers. And when you affect gamblers in their pocketbook, guess what? They're going to look for a better alternative. And unfortunately, the offshore books are still there. The offshore casinos are still there. And, it's one of those things where, if you make a living gambling, it's a lot of money going out for taxes and charges and whatever with the new legislations out there. So, I don't know why they're doing it. If you want people to do licensed, establishments and licensed properties, don't make it expensive for them.
Last story of the week, we have the U.S. Senate Appropriations Committee approving a provision in the fiscal year 2026 Senate Defense Appropriations Bill that would, for the first time, make gambling addiction an eligible topic under the Department of Defense's peer review medical research program. Good. Basically funding for problem gambling. We did a story a while back when the Department of Defense released a slot analysis of slot machines on foreign military bases.
Sure.
And they are bringing, number one, they're bringing a lot of money. And number two, they have shown that they are a source of problem gambling for the military.
Well, yeah, not only that, but, soldiers are stationed in other countries that have casinos around bases or stuff like that. They have a night off and they go to a casino and, and it's good that, if soldiers need help, I'm glad this will be an avenue for them to get help.
Well, according to reports, military personnel are estimated to experience gambling addiction at twice the rate of civilians.
Well, good.
Especially with young men aged 18.
Well, good. I'm glad something is being done. Yes. I'm glad they're talking about the issue. I'm glad they're looking at it with a serious eye.
Well, it's going to the full Senate now for further consideration. Who knows if it's going to make it to the final version of the appropriations bill.
All right.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. If you've been watching on TV, there's a ticker flying by below it with domestic and international gaming stories as well as entertainment stories. Conference announcements are also included in the ticker. And when this show is released Monday mornings, there will be a full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report on our blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. Stories that we talked about, stories that are in the ticker, and stories we didn't have a chance to talk about anywhere else, they'll be in the full print version there. Press releases, announcements, conferences, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Mailbox is always open.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.